Are you serious? Are you serious? Violent protest breakout in Seattle, Washington yesterday as May Day marches in Seattle ended with several violent outbreaks by demonstrators that left 5 police officers injured, 9 people arrested, according to police. Tear gas, riot gear, police rocks being thrown at police, billy clubs, petroleum cocktails being tossed, people wearing gas masks, unbelievable situation exploding in Seattle. But it wasn't just Seattle, and I'll come back to Seattle in a minute, but in Australia and the Philippines and in Russia and in Brazil and in France and in Turkey for several different reasons in each location. Matter of fact, the Crusader Journal has some great articles on each different country, the protesting that went on, and why they were protesting. Some of it has to do with, of course, the migrant crisis. It has to do with a numerous of different things. But in Seattle, Mayor Ed Murray released a statement commending police for their work in containing the protest while disavowing the acts of the demonstrators. It is unfortunate and deeply regrettable that in a city that goes to incredible lengths to respect First Amendment rights, there are some who disregard our values and engage in senseless acts of violence and property destruction. Sounds like some of the protesters outside of Trump rallies. You have a right to say, look, you have a right to get out there and protest and say, no, we're against this candidate. But you don't have a right to start smashing windows, looting buildings, flipping over cars, setting police vehicles on fire, injuring people, and chaining yourself to the fences, or linking or handcuffing yourselves to cars and blocking traffic and causing absolute disturbances and injury and potentially death. That is not demonstrating. That is rioting. And that, my friend, is unconstitutional. Well, and that is just against the law. It's just hoodlums. Well, it's unfortunately, said the mayor, but it happened. The protest had been trending for several hours. Around the world, union members have traditionally marched on May 1 for workers' rights. In the United States, the annual events have become a rallying cry for immigrants and their supporters for better wages and fair work accommodations. Seattle traditionally sees large, disruptive May Day gatherings. Last year, police had to arrest 16 people. In 2014, they'd arrest 10 people. And it sounded like last night they needed to arrest a whole lot more than just 9 people. I mean, you got 5 police officers being assaulted and injured. A dangerous Mayday. We've got a problem out here in Seattle. But as I said, there's a lot of anger in this world. There's a lot of frustration. And a lot of it is at, this rise of the New World Order. And so you can understand people's frustrations. You can understand their frustrations. But at the same time, we cannot just go off the deep end here. But anyway, just letting you know what's going on. People are upset in different nations for different reasons. And so May 1st is a day they like to voice that opinion. We'll be back with more current world events and how it relates to Bible prophecy. Some of these guys need to get a job. Some of these rioters and protesters, really, they're just paid protesters. George Soros money is being used. Some of them need to get a real job, get a real focus, and be thankful they live in a country where you actually can have an opportunity. And we need to protect that right. We need to protect the rights of our constitutional rights, which is to protect our freedoms. But that'd be another video, probably for another another time. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Something biblical is going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. Are you saved?